In our previous session, we have understood about box model. We have seen what is padding, what is margin, what are borders, and what is box sizing property. This is the default setting, that is padding 0, margin 0, and box sizing to be border box is the default setting which is used in every project and by every developer. In this session, what I will do, I will be setting the default font size so that we can use rem instead of pixels. And also I will be telling you how to give default colors, that is using CSS variables. So first let us start with CSS variables. On top of this universal selector, what happens if we are creating any website? Now if I take an example of Twitter, now in that everything is blue. Now suddenly the plan is changed and they want to change the color to something else. Suppose imagine they want to change purple color. So wherever that blue color is used, they cannot go to that individual element and they cannot change that color. Definitely that is possible, but that is time consuming and that is very frustrating. So what we will do, we will be creating CSS variables, and in this CSS variable, one place if we change the color, it is going to change everywhere wherever it is used. So for that, I will be using colon. We will be using like this colon root. Inside this, we will write double hyphen and I am going to give my first color. Whatever colors you want, you can give. I am just going to give 1F1717. Similarly, for second, I will be writing second color. You can give primary color, secondary color, tertiary color. You can give button color. You can give form color. Accordingly, you can give the variable names. Second color, I will be giving CE5A67. Okay, these are the colors which I have chosen for this project. And third color, let me just write here hash F4BF96. And finally, fourth color, inside this I am going to give FCF5ED. These are the four colors which I will be using in this entire project. In your website, if you are having multiple colors, you can give black color, you can give white color, you can give button color, form color, you can give any colors. Okay, this is how we are going to use CSS variables. Now inside this, I'm going to give background color. Now directly I can select from here. I will give this save. Background color will be changed. Now imagine same color I am having inside H1 heading. For this color, I will just give same color. Let me just give the same color. Save this. Here H1 heading is also having the same color. Now in future, what I want, usually it will not happen. Background color and the text will not be same color. Now suppose in future, I want to change both the colors, red, and here also I want to give red. So what happened? I have to change on both the elements and then accordingly the color will be changed. But if I want CSS variables to be used, I can use var. Var stands for variable. Inside this, I can give this complete variable name along with hyphens. I will just paste it here. Now if I save this, you can see color is displayed. Whatever color I have given, that will be displayed. I will remove this now. Okay, it is very simple. We are just going to write hyphen root. We'll pass all the colors inside this variables. And to access that, we will be using var function, variable function. Inside that, we will be passing all these variables. Now next, when you are working in very larger project, then it is very important your project should be responsive. So for every screen size, we cannot change font size of all the elements. So what we will do, we will be setting the default font size. Now here, font size, I will be writing this HTML selector. I will be selecting my complete HTML, this entire thing. And inside this, I am going to set the default font size. Currently, the default font size will be 16 pixel. Now if I just write here font size is 16 pixel. This is default. I will just write font. Save this, nothing will be changed. Now if I just change to 20, as soon as I save this, you can see the font size is increased. So now this font size what I have given inside this HTML, that will be applied to all the elements. So accordingly, the font size will be increased in our project. Now if I set here 10 pixel, save this, now you can see the font size is reduced. Now in our bigger project, we will be using rems or we will be using M units. So 1 rem by default will be equal to 16 pixel. Now currently I have set to 10 pixel. So 1 rem will be equal to 10 pixel and 2 rem will be equal to 20 pixel. Instead of giving 20 pixel, from here we can use 2 rem. But here also there is a problem. Whenever we set this default font size, what happens in browser? User will be increasing the size. You can see accordingly the size will be increased and also user will be decreasing. The font size which we have given inside this pixel, it is not going to properly fit inside every browser. So instead of giving like this, we are going to calculate and we will set the default font size in percentage. So I will just write the calculation here. Currently, I just want this font size. We will be calculating 10 pixel divided by my default font size is 16 pixel. Answer we will be getting as 0.625. And this we are going to convert into percentage. So we will get 62.5 percentage. This is the calculation. Now instead of this font size, let me comment this out. I will remove this 10 pixel. I'm just going to write 62.5 percentage. Instead of pixel, I have just written percentage. So according to browser setting, according to browser size, this font size will be 62.5 percentage, which is equal to 10 pixel, which is equal to 1 rem. Now I will save this. Now this is the default font size we have set. Now instead of using pixels, we are going to use rem. Now instead of 10 pixel, we will write 1 rem. Instead of 100 pixel, we will write 10 rem. So this is the calculation you have to understand. This is very important whenever you are creating responsive website. Now, as I mentioned earlier, for my entire project, I am going to use this font family. Now currently, entire font size is changed to 10 pixel, the default one. So the content is very small. It is not displayed properly, but later on, we are going to adjust the sizes. Now I am going to give the font family body. Now if I give this font family inside my body, it will be inherited to all the elements. I will save this. Now you can see the font family is changed. If it was previous one, let me just zoom this. Now you can see according to browser setting, the font size will be displayed. Now here you can see below this one, I am having lines. After I am having after this S, this small lines. This is called as serif. So as soon as I give this one, the font family is changed in my entire project. Let me just reduce the size. 100. Okay, these are the default settings which are required in this project. variables, default padding, margin and box sizing property, default font size and default font family. This font family I will copy, and inside this universal selector also you can give this and it is going to apply. But as we are following the CSS rules, whatever text properties we have, we will give inside the parent, that is body, so that it will be inherited to all its children. Let me uncomment, and this one I will be commenting out. Okay, this is the calculation you have to remember. You can just note it down and you can use in every project. So next session, we are going to start with styling our navbar.